Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ferdiansyah and this is my assignment. Alright, let's get going then. I've got a lot of material to get to today, so let's go back to our discussion of the news media and how people get their news. And yeah, this turns out to be a very interesting topic because we are seeing significant change in the way people get their news this day. And it's important to note that this change, like so many other trends we see today, has a lot to do with the internet. So, what I want to do today is I want to cover several aspects of this trend and talk about what this means for news. Now, we see the number of people actually getting news from print media is declining. The number is dropping significantly. And internet is quickly becoming an important source news for more and more people. Okay, you get my point? Great. Now let's move on to get view of some statistic on this trend. I want you to pay attention to this. Researchers noticed that papers was important news source of information to them. So 17% said reading the newspaper was important. In 2003, that number dropped to 51%. 51%. That's pretty significant decline, and I'm willing to bet that number is even lower now. So, I'm looking at this room full of college students, and most of you are between 18 and 24 years old. And my guess that most of you, or maybe of you, use the internet. The reason I'm talking about your age group that you represent the new trend away from newspaper and toward the internet. You are 10, and experts predict that this trend away from newspaper will continue as more and more young people grow up using the internet to do so many things. So, let me spell this out a little more for you. There was a case study of young people done in 2004. And for this study, they interviewed 30 to 54 years old who read the newspaper, and they asked them if the newspaper was an important part of their day. Well, 38% of them said yes. But there is a but. When they asked to the 18 to 24 years old, the newspaper reader, only 17% of them said yes. Only 17%. This is big news. Alright, so to be sure, there is a move away from the traditional way that people have gotten their news.